Okay, we're doing this. Good morning. So today I'm just gonna be doing a Saturday vlog. I have not vlogged since I did a road trip vlog and I really liked vlogging. Yeah, today my plan is mostly to do garden work. It's the end of January now, which begins spring gardening here. So this weekend I'm basically just gonna be like taking stock of where like the garden, farm, whatever is at, cleaning up the farm, figuring out like what I need to do. But right now I am actually parked at this coffee shop that I like to get beans from. The coffee shop is in a really cute area of town, like it's right on the water. And the last time I was here, I was like, oh, this is such a nice area. I should come hang out here. But it's not really like a park, like it's like a boardwalk sort of. And so I had this crazy idea, like, what if I just ran? Like, what if I just ran around? You know what I mean? Like, just kind of ran. Like, people do that. Because usually when I go somewhere, I'll bring like a speaker, water, a journal, like all this stuff. I'm a parker. Like, I go somewhere and I park myself down and I just like sit there and chill and enjoy the vibes. But I feel like for this area that I want to explore, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm going to try it. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to go do that now. Bye. The run was fun. I didn't really run like a straight line along the trail. It was kind of just like a zigzagging around looking at things. There's a park at the end of the trail that I was running on. It's kind of interesting because the park is built entirely on a former landfill, and it definitely has that vibe, like existentially speaking. Yeah, it feels a little bit cursed or haunted or like artificial or something, but at the same time, the wildlife is really beautiful. I've always wanted to get into birding, like being able to identify birds, but every time I open a book that's like birds for your specific bioregion, I'll open it and the page will have like 20 birds that all look exactly the same, and they're all different birds. And I just don't think that I will ever reach a level of detail-oriented observation that I will be able to identify birds. But I like the idea of being able to do it. Like, I think it would add another layer to my perception of reality. Trees too. Trees are another one that's hard. I don't know why. For some reason, like, I can't identify trees at all. And I don't know where to start. I'm good with like edible and medicinal plants though. I actually saw some yarrow, but yeah, that was kind of cute. Now I'm grabbing coffee, which is what I came out here to do, and then I'm gonna head home. Okay, so we just went through the back area to identify what we need to prepare for setting up the garden for spring. The main things that we got to do is harvest and prune the herbs and just the perennial plants in general. So that means like the lemon balm, the mint, the rose bush, raspberries, yarrow, just really anything that needs to be pruned back or harvested. Just go through and kind of clean things up. It also would be good to clean the chicken coop. We haven't done that in a while and it's getting pretty gross in there. I'm sure the chickens would appreciate it. And then today also just general tidying and cleaning up. The bigger tasks that need to be done kind of in the next month or so is we need to get a delivery of mulch, and mulch basically everywhere. We have weeds growing all over the place, so we need to mulch those and just kind of cover stuff up again. We have a couple beds that we want to make. We want to make a bed along like the back fence as well as the front fence, and also repot some things, so just kind of like putting in more planting space in general. We have a shitty compost pile in the chicken run area, meaning just like a pile where we throw all of the random things that we like prune and don't save for harvest. So it's not actually a compost pile, it's kind of just like a pile of dosh. So eventually we'd like to actually make it a compost pile. And we also need to like add compost and kind of fertilize all of the beds in general and just make sure that everything's kind of like nutritionally ready to grow this year. We need to fix the chicken run gate. It's just kind of annoying to open right now. And then also just plan what we want to plant this year. So yeah, that's our whole list for kind of this coming month. And today I'm just gonna start with pruning and cleaning up. This is the lemon balm. It's pretty beat up right now, so I'm gonna trim this back a lot, as well as the mint. Both of these is just like a constant war to trim them back. I mean, you can see they're sort of dominating. This is the calendula plant over here, and it's just getting totally crowded out. So I'm just gonna try to give it a little bit more space. Look at how cute, underneath all the gross leaves, there's all these cute new little buds coming up. They're so cute. Like, look at those. Oh my god. They look like Pokemon or something, or like tiny eggs. I don't know. They're so cute. Hello, ladies. Root beer. Root beer. Oh my god. Nice. Oh my god. These yellow flowers grow all over the place, but I'm actually not mad about it because, first of all, they're very cute. They've got these cute little yellow flowers. The plant is called oxalis, and the leaves, you can see here, they're sort of like clovers, but they're heart-shaped. You can see the heart here. And they're actually, if you eat them, they're very acidic. Like, they taste kind of like lemon zest or something. Oh, you can actually use them to top like salads or soups, or put them in a smoothie or whatever. And evidently the flowers, the yellow flowers, they're supposed to be pretty good for dyeing. Like, they'll make like a nice yellow dye. I have yet to try that, but that's on my list for eventually. So yeah, these grow all over, but I'm not too mad about it. These guys are fava beans, which I've talked about in previous videos. I'm not sure, it doesn't look like they're forming any flowers quite yet. They're pretty short. But fava beans add a ton of nitrogen to the soil, so we always plant them in the winter just to kind of like rejuvenate the soil, and then we'll probably let a few of them grow to like actually make beans that we can harvest, but then just cut a bunch back and mix it into the soil to get that nitrogen back in the soil. So that's kind of what we have going on in like our crop beds right now. It's just sort of like a weedy mess, but those two weeds are kind of the dominant ones, and I much prefer that to like the Bermuda grass that usually grows in here that just like takes over. Like, you can see here's kind of the Bermuda grass. It's super hard to weed. It grows everywhere and it's just a mess. So favas and then the oxalis like flower plant, I'm okay with those being the dominant ones because it keeps the Bermuda grass out. All right, so I was able to get through pruning and harvesting most of the herbs and stuff that I wanted to get through today, but I was not able to clean the chicken coop or do any like bigger tasks. So I think I'll probably come out here tomorrow morning. But yeah, the sun's starting to go down now, as you can see. There's just like a little bit still over the horizon. So I think I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up for today. Root beer! Root beer, hi! Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi. So I got a little glam because I found this meetup online. This girl posted like, hey, I really want to find some spirituality, witchy kind of people. Let's just meet up in the park at noon and, you know, just collect up for like a meeting. I don't know any of the people that are going to be going. I'm just curious to see, because I have like a lot of spiritual community dispersed through the ether, whether that's like internet or like long distance friendships or whatever. It's hard to meet people that are into that kind of thing in person. I don't know. I think like witches sort of live on the outskirts of town. They're a little bit more removed, you know what I mean? And it's just not something that everybody like advertises either. I wouldn't even say like I'm like a witch or anything like that, but certainly like spirituality is a huge part of my life, and to have people that I can talk to about that and like do, you know, celebrations for like the new seasons and stuff like that would be really great. So I'm just gonna go and see how it goes, and I'll let you know.
along, tell a story just to see if you'd turn around.